This is Ryan from Mi Casa Su Casa. I'd like to welcome you all to Morristown. We're going to take a look at George Washington, where he stayed, where he fought, where his troops were, where his headquarters was in Morristown, New Jersey.
Welcome to Morristown, and North Victoria. In fact, if you've ever come to Morristown is happy. Then you should have told Victoria that what time to learn these weapons were inherent rifles.
This is where the fortification was to defend the town of Morristown. From Fort Nonsense, you can see a map of Morristown, and we are located about here where the top of the mountain is overlooking Morristown. So they took this hill, which overlooks Morristown and all the storehouses below it, and developed it into a fort. Unfortunately today it's called Fort Nonsense because most people thought the only reason he had the troops working on it was to keep them occupied, keep them busy, so that they didn't do other things. But certainly any commander in his time would have wanted to have the high ground in order to defend the city of Morristown. This is a close-up look at the huts at Jockey Hollow. 12 men were assigned into each one of these huts. You can see that there wasn't a lot of room, the beds weren't very comfortable, there was a little bit of straw on these bunk beds. There was a fireplace, there was wood. The supplies didn't all arrive for General George Washington's troops, so that very often there were only enough clothes for one or two of the dozen people that were stationed in the hut. So one or two people would have to leave at a time to conduct whatever drills that they were doing, because there wasn't enough clothing for each and every one in the hut. The Tempe-Wick family was the host family for all these troops. Many soldiers were located here, and they didn't live in the house with the Tempe-Wicks, but they did live on the farm. The Wicks here had a very close view of what was happening here at the soldiering, taking care of these soldiers over the winter, because their farm totally changed from a very wooded area to a place with no trees, and it was quite devastating for the Tempe-Wick family. There are many things here to see. We've just shown you a few of them. You need to come and look for yourself. You need to explore George Washington and the headquarters so that you can see for yourself and find out what interests you the most.